Hello everyone, this is Jason Hunter, and today we are going to talk about 5 powerful turmeric health benefits. So, I'm a registered dietitian. I've been one for over 20 years now, and I work with individuals in a wide range of areas. A good chunk of it is weight loss, but a lot of it is how to just improve their health, lower their cholesterol, reduce their risk of heart disease, reduce their inflammation, get moving better, their joints not be so achy and things like that. And one thing that we use with our clients is turmeric or curcumin. So you hear a lot of people talk about it. It's pretty popular. But today we're going to talk about 5 powerful health benefits that turmeric provides that you may or may not have heard about and you might want to incorporate into your healthy lifestyle. So turmeric's a miracle spice is what a lot of people call it, right? And it's part of the ginger family, but its big focus is reducing inflammation. It's very high in antioxidants and can actually help reduce the level of inflammatory diseases. More and more research is coming out now about how internal inflammation is contributing to diabetes and heart disease and cancer and other age-related brain disorders. So it's really important that we get this internal inflammation down low to where it's no longer a harm to us. The problem is we don't really feel it. We don't know that we have this internal inflammation going on, but based off of what science is showing us, depending on how you live your lifestyle, depending on what your body weight is like, if you're very overweight and so forth, you do have internal inflammation. So it's important that we get that at a manageable level so that it reduces the risk of a lot of these diseases. So turmeric contains many different compounds. The biggest one, like I said, that you've probably heard of is curcumin, and it's a different trying to describe it in regards to some people believe it's curcumin that you eat only, or is it turmeric, or is it the combination, right? And as I'll describe to you, it's a little bit of the combination because there's plenty of health benefits in both, right? Even though curcumin is the big one that you normally hear about and tends to dominate when people say that they take turmeric or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it, there's a lot of other health benefits to the turmeric. So here's what you can kind of expect. It's been used as a medicine for thousands of years. A lot in the Asian Indian cultures, they used it. It has a warm, bitter taste to it. They put it in curries, stews, and different meals to get those antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties from it. So it's one of those popular spices, like I said, that's been used for thousands of years. Some people refer to it as the golden spice. You also hear about it in Ayurvedic medicine, right? Or holistic medicine, alternative health medicine. You'll find that it's in the different traditional Indian medical systems as a spice that can help someone live a healthier lifestyle. So it addresses many different ailments. It's been used to treat skin disorders, upper respiratory infections, digestive issues. Also used to treat arthritic conditions, even colds and allergies and depression. So even some of the newer research is showing heart and brain health with it. So, the main reason why turmeric is so powerful is it has to do with that curcumin that's in it, or what people call curcuminoids, and the related compounds that come with it. One of it is it shows to reduce that inflammation by shutting down the activity of the NF-κB, which is a potent inflammatory molecule, right? So when we talked about earlier the inflammation that we have going on inside our body, that NF-κB is a molecule that's elevated during that time. So we want to really try to get that down. So by shutting that down, you're going to be able to improve your inflammatory conditions. Some other benefits are, like I talked about the curcuminoids and curcumin. Well, there are also antioxidant benefits, anti-inflammatory compounds in turmeric as its own, so that can also help lower that inflammation, improve your health status. So don't think that you have to take one or the other, or that turmeric isn't important, that you just need to take the curcumin, because it is a combination where they both kind of work together to be able to reduce that internal inflammation. Turmeric may also increase what's called BDNF. So for a long time, it was believed that brain cells die and they don't regenerate, right? And this was the wide held belief for many years, right, in regards to studying brain health. But studies now show that brain cells may actually regenerate thanks to what's called the BDNF, which is a type of growth hormone in the brain. When you increase the BDNF levels, it causes neurons to form new connections and multiply and increase in numbers, which is really good because the increase in neurons may prevent age-related brain disorders like Alzheimer's or dementia, and it also may reduce the risk for developing other brain disorders such as Parkinson's disease. So this is new and emerging research that shows that the turmeric and curcumin has some beneficial properties in regards to our overall brain health, right, in some of these brain disorders. Some other science shows that it actually may help improve heart health too, such as the cholesterol and triglycerides, lowering that. And we already know that heart disease comes with inflammation, and so many times they see the heart inflamed or irritated, and the blood vessels and so forth, which obviously contributes to heart disease. So that's a big one. There's something called your endothelium lining in your heart. And that, again, is some of this new and emerging research that shows there's a lot of importance to keeping that lining of our heart healthy. It's like it's the inner lining of our arteries, right? So studies have shown that those tend to become stiff and inflexible when we have a poor diet or lack of exercise, and that kind of starts the heart disease process. Well, studies show that curcumin, which is present in the turmeric, actually may improve endothelial function and actually reduce your risk of heart disease. So, that's, again, one area that's evolving, but is a big one because we're finding that this curcumin that's in turmeric can actually help reduce our risk of heart disease as well. So, we keep talking about inflammation. So, one of the obvious is arthritis, right, or joint health. So, that's an inflammatory condition that impacts the joints, causes stiffness and sore joints and so forth. Inflammation plays a key role in that. So the compounds that are present in turmeric and curcumin possess those anti-inflammatory properties that we've talked about and show that it actually may help some symptoms of arthritis. So, it's reducing that inflammatory level so that you don't hurt as much when you're walking around, getting out of the chairs, sitting down, things like that. So again, inflammation spreads pretty far in regards to what it can affect and what we can improve when we keep our inflammation lower. So it's a big one. Again, more and more science is showing this, that high internal inflammation leads to a lot of different health ailments, not just for joints and arthritis, but like we talked about, heart disease, cancer, diabetes. A lot of these diseases, we're finding there's a inflammation component to it that's contributing to that. So we definitely want to help reduce that risk of all those diseases by keeping our inflammation low. One other area I wanted to talk about was depression. So depression, impacts a lot of people, right? It may lead to sadness, anxiety, and other emotions that, are difficult to control. So mood stabilizing medications, usually the prescribed or suggested route that you take, right, to manage these symptoms. But research is showing that curcumin may be pretty effective at managing these symptoms as well as a prescription medication. So not to say you should stop prescription medications if you are on them in regards to depression and mood and so forth, but have a talk with your doctor and talk about what are some of these newer studies that show that when curcumin's compared to Prozac, that it saw similar improvements from when they were taking the Prozac as well. So, it's a discussion you should have with your doctor in regards to what else can I be doing, because you may find that the curcumin that's in turmeric may really help with mood and depression and so forth. So that's a big one. There's also some research showing that, we talked about the BDNF earlier, right, with the brain health and so forth. One part of that research is that they believe that that BDNF is elevated. So like we talked about, when that's elevated, we regenerate cells and we have a healthier brain with that. So the big take-home message here is turmeric is definitely popular. You can use it as a spice. The thing is, you would have to eat a lot of it to get the therapeutic benefit that you currently get like in a supplement form, because in a supplement form, they're able to concentrate it so that you get a higher dose of the turmeric as well as the curcumin and get, more of those benefits. Not to say just by adding it into your food isn't going to help, but again, it's going to take a lot longer and you need a lot more of it to have what's considered a therapeutic effect. So take a look at these, 5 health benefits, see where you can incorporate this into your lifestyle and see if you don't start seeing a difference in regards to whether it's mood, heart disease risk, but most importantly, lowering that internal inflammation so that we can reduce our risk of future health ailments and diseases. So hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back soon with some more videos.